Dublin International Comic Expo kicks off here in Dundrum this weekend, so I've come out to meet comic book artist Declan Shalvey to find out what it's all about. Declan, thank you so much for chatting with us. I guess first off, what is it about these events that you love?
It's actually, Ireland's been doing really well in the last few years. It seems to be a real upsurge in interest, and I mean, these events are great because they kind of galvanise like the fandom and the publishers and the creators all into one place in a way that isn't kind of like it's not a media cash-in. It's all about the actual people who actually love comics. Yeah. Like people who are there and they're going to be just literally drawing comics. That's all it takes to draw comics. And if kids can come in and see that, then I think it's really gonna.
I was going to say, how did you initially get into it?
I always loved drawing. I loved like the Batman cartoons and X-Men cartoons that were on, and I would just kind of draw comics in the back of my sketchbook. Or sorry, the back of, like, I'd be doing maths and in the back.
Yeah. How do you find the initial style, and is that one of the most exciting times of, I guess, of the projects?
You'll find that, like, as when you develop as an artist, style really isn't. It kind of it's more about finding your voice, and style comes from voice. Whereas I think a lot of people are obsessed with like achieving a style. Yeah. I think that's kind of a very superficial way about going about it. What you really want to do is find how you like to draw. And of course, you worked on Deadpool before. I did, which is so cool. And obviously, the test footage came out for the movie, and then now it's been. Is it weird seeing that on screen and being like, oh? It is weird. Well, especially from when I was growing up, I never thought there'd be a Captain America movie. Yeah. And then all these things become more and more real, but in a weird way, the kind of like seeing things made into films has kind of informed the artwork an awful lot. People kind of like the movie costumes bleed into the comics, So I was wondering that, and do comic book fans get angry about that, or do they appreciate it? Because I know comic book fans get angry about everything. Yeah, because there's a few changes I know in Age of Ultron that people are like, oh, yeah, what are you doing? It's like things are too different, or things are too the same. You're not going to please everybody. Thank you so much for chatting with us. Finally, though, why should people come to DICE? There's some really great panels all weekend discussing the art form, discussing like different artists, writers, about the craft. If there's anything comics, like about the comics medium and making comics and being a comics artist or writer, you can. It's for you. Get your ass down there.